Welcome back, everyone, to the New York Giants franchise here at Madden NFL 22. We are taking on the New Orleans Saints in the divisional round of the playoffs in the NFC. Should be a really good matchup, guys. We got Jameis Winston against Daniel Jones. I kind of say that tongue-in-cheek a little bit because who the hell would have thought that this would have happened, right? I mean, come on. Daniel Jones and Jameis Winston in a playoff game? What are we doing here? What are we doing? Madden is so realistic. This series is so realistic. I can't take it anymore. All jokes aside, guys, we've had a really good year. We've had a really good run. Now's not the time to lose this thing. We got to get to the Conference Championship Game, and maybe we can start talking about that maybe Daniel Jones in this universe is actually the real deal. Maybe, possibly. 3,500 yards, 31 touchdowns, 14 picks on the season. That is also not including what he did against the Eagles and the Dolphins. Remember, the statistics or the Madden glitch that happens sometimes in franchise did not give him credit for any of those games. So he could probably get up there into the 4,000 yard mark. Either way, stats are the stats that you see on the screen. 3rd down and 11 situation, and here is a pass to Darius Slayton. This is going to be tipped by the linebacker, and we are off the field. 3 and out. Not a good way to start off the divisional round in front of the hometown faithful. We got Jameis Winston tossing up similar numbers to Daniel Jones, 34 touchdowns for him and 3,500 yards. So Jameis Winston playing well here with New Orleans, and Josie Jewell does a good job of just getting there. Winston probably would have had the first down, but he does slide. And here is Jewell again, getting in the backfield. Stop him for a no gain. That's 4th and 2. No one's going to have to punt the football away. So jumping here to 3rd down and 6. Jones fires this thing up into double coverage, but what a dot. What a spot to put that into. Dante Pettis with the huge grab. That's a way to move your offense for sure. Man, we've been kind of struggling here, but that play's going to help. Andrew Thomas, by the way, hey buddy, did you see the guy you're supposed to block right in front of the toss play? Yeah, Saquon Barkley got nothing going, so that's going to lead to a field goal for New York. Here is Alvin Kamara, 2 missed tackles, make it 3 missed tackles as James Bradbury can't get the shoestrings. And Kamara is going to take this thing for a touchdown. That's a huge run for New Orleans. 7-3. Jones, little play action. He's going to fire this one to the left side of the field. That pass is going to be completed to C.J. Board. He's been getting more and more involved in this offense as the weeks have progressed, and I love to see it. Kenny G, nice catch up the middle on a slant. 1st down, 1st and 10. Now this offense is starting to move a little bit. Here's this pass completed to Kenny Galladay. Uses the stiff arm, broke the tackle, but player ended up staying with Galladay. Makes the tackle anyway. 2nd down and 2, and Barkley to the left side. Touchdown. Just beats everybody with the speed. He gets into the end zone, so we get that touchdown back from Kamara. It is now still a 3-point game. Yes, I accidentally called a timeout there. You know, it's kind of stupid. On the PlayStation controller, it's literally the pad on the front. That's unfortunate, man. It's unfortunate, because if you just drop the controller, you call timeout. It's just stupid. So my bad. I mean, that's probably going to haunt us here later on. Who knows? 1st and 10. Here's a pass completed to Kadarius Toney on the left side. We had one-on-one coverage out there. Good route to run against man coverage in that one-on-one situation. I think I like Kadarius Toney in that situation, so gotta like the effort there. Here's Jones on 1st and 10. He's going to try to scramble and then try to flip it out here up the middle. We probably should have just run this thing, picked up the yardage, but regardless, it goes incomplete. This pass also goes incomplete. Facing some pressure was Jones, and we're just trying to pick up some yardage here. We only get like 2 on that play, maybe 1. We get 1. 4th down and 9. Graham Gano has to come out here again. He kicks a field goal. It is 13-7. So a 6-point game here late in the 2nd quarter, and we've got a deep bomb to Michael Thomas. Breaks the tackle, breaks another one, and luckily Jabril Peppers is there to halt Michael Thomas from the end zone. We got to hold New Orleans to a field goal here if we can. Here's Jameis going to fire this up. Bradbury contested the throw, but Troutman going to make this athletic grab in the end zone. That's a touchdown. New Orleans now up 14-13. They're up by a point, and with 1:49 left to go, We're trying to drive down there, get another field goal. We just need points, man. We just need points. I don't care what form it comes. Touchdown, field goal. We just got to take the lead back at this point. 3rd down and 10. This actually goes incomplete to Evan Ingram. Here's Jones. Fires this to the left, looking for Kenny Golladay. Makes the catch. No, he dropped it. Oh, that was a good throw. It was a good throw. Maybe a little bit underthrown, but Golladay will drop it, and we have to punt the football away. 1 minute to go, 2nd quarter. Winston is going to take off for it. He's got wide open spaces, and Josie Jewell is there. Again, stops him short of the 1st down. 3rd down and 3. Winston, more pressure on him. Let's go. Get the sack. Nice job, boys. Good job on the D-line. 46 seconds, time ticking away. We do end up getting the ball back, but we just kill the clock off. We learned our lesson from the Green Bay game. Don't give the opposition another chance to get a turnover and then get a quick field goal. Don't operate that way, right? All right, so guys, you see on the bottom ticker, the Dallas Cowboys have beaten the Arizona Cardinals, the #1 seed in the NFC. So if we win this game, we can take on the Cowboys for a chance at the Super Bowl, but we got to get there first. That's a good way to do it right there. Fumble right off the kickoff to start the 2nd half. Huge hit by none other than Isaac Yiadom. Dude is always coming up with some type of big play on defense or special teams, but as you guys can see from the New Orleans Challenge, they're going to remain with the football as the elbow was down for Harris. So here comes Winston. He's going to slide and pick up 6. It's going to lead now to a 3rd and 2 situation. We're stacking the box on that left side, and they're going to end up running this football. And what a play by Blake Martinez to sniff this out. Stops the runner in the backfield. Nice play. Giants football now. 2nd and 8 at the 42-yard line. And Kyle Rudolph, wow, he turned. He went backwards just to give his blocker time to set him up and spring him loose for a big gain here. Kyle Rudolph picking up that 1st down. Let's go to the 29-yard line. 1st down and 10. Here's a play action here by Jones. Little boot. He's going to throw this thing right above the linebacker's head, but not strong enough to get it to the receiver. So we do fumble the football, and Danny Dimes. Oh, no. And no, guys, he wasn't down, and only Evan Ingram can catch him, and he does. Man just ran out of some stamina there as Spence. But unfortunately for the Giants, that error from Jones might cost him here. 1st and 10. Good defense by Jimenez. He's going to sack Winston. Run play. Up the middle. Cuts it to the right. And DeAndre Washington is only going to get a couple here. 3rd down and 14. They can pick up the 1st down without scoring a touchdown. Winston, literally nothing. No pressure. He takes off to run with it. Good defense. Again, just the presence there. Getting Winston to slide. And the field goal goes up and good. So they turn the fumble into a field goal. So they turn it into 3 points. I mean, that could have been a scoop and score situation. So really good job by Evan Ingram and the Giants offense to really keep that hustle going to stop him short. But we do get sacked again, and this is going to fall incomplete. So now it's a 3rd and 15 situation for New York. Jones fires this, and it's going to get batted at the line of scrimmage. Good defensive play again for New Orleans. Here's James Bradbury. Good play on Michael Thomas. So he's drawn the tough assignment, but he's holding his own here. And on 2nd and 10, Winston can't find his running back on the screen. 3rd down and 10 here for the Saints. 1 minute and 9 seconds. Firing this thing up. Challenging Yiadom deep. That's Traquan Smith. And it's going to go incomplete. So Giants football here now. We can take the lead with a touchdown and make this thing 20-17. That'd be crazy good, man. We need it. 29 seconds. Jones steps up into the pocket. Fires this to Evan Ingram. Probably could have avoided the secured catch. Probably do a run after the catch. That would have been nice. But Jones, oh my gosh, fumbled the football. His arm was going forward, but it did get batted, and it went backwards. So fumble on the play. Gets the 2nd and 11. Nice catch by Evan Ingram down the sideline. Here is Saquon Barkley making a move up the middle. From the 25, gets to the 16, and now Willie Hernandez is going to have to come off the field. So that's really going to suck for our run game, man. So now's the time to do a little play action. Let's see what we got. Here's a flip out to Barkley. That's going to go incomplete. And Joe Judge is like, what the heck is Jones doing right now, man? Not playing like he did all season long. 2nd and 10. Jones More pressure. He's going to go down. And Tuttle is going to get it with a sack. 3rd and 17. At least we're still in field goal range. So don't force anything if it's not there. Danny, don't do it to me. Galladay drops the football. He had it in his hands, and he dropped it. So 5:52 left to go. We do kick the field goal up. We remain a one-score game. A 1-point game, I should say. 17-16. Here is a run. A wide receiver sweep type of play. Good job on defense. 2nd and 10. Winston. No pressure again. Clean pockets. Pass completed to Thomas. Good defense. Push him out of bounds. Only a 5-yard gain. 3rd and 6. Winston. Up the middle. Misses Troutman. Wow. That was a break. So with 3 minutes and 20 seconds, the Giants have a chance to take the lead. Pass completed to Darius Slayton. Possibly win the game. I think we can do this. 2:50 left to go. Jones fires it to the left. Incomplete. Just out of the hands of Sterling Shepard. This is a big down for us. We got to get the first down. You make that throw in your sleep, Danny. Come on. Looking for Galladay. Incomplete. 4th and 2. This could be the season. Wide open. Wow, Sterling Shepard with a huge catch to move the chains. 2 minutes and 20 seconds to go. Jones rolling to the right. Pass completed to Galladay. Probably could again. Rack, man. Rack yardage. Run after the catch. Square button, man. We need it. Blitz. Heavy blitz from the Saints. They're going to bring Jones down on 2nd and 9 all the way now to 3rd down and 20. This is not good. Season on the line for New York. Pass going to be completed to Darius Slayton out of bounds at the 42, but it's going to be 4th down and 1. And we are going to run a running play here. They've got a good look for us. It's 4th and 1. Season on the line. Barkley looks like he's got forward progress, but no. The refs don't give it to us. Winston's running back out on the field. We can't challenge the play. And on further review, it looks like we had it. Even with the forward progress, it looks like we had it. Where the marker was, it looked like Barkley was there. But either way, guys, we can't do anything about it except for stopping New Orleans and calling timeouts at this point. 1:15, they do pick up the first down here. And now we've got 2 timeouts to try to stop this clock. And here comes the running back again. I believe that's Washington. It is. He picks up the first down. And for good measure, we could have blocked this thing. How epic would that have been if we blocked it and returned it for a score and won the game? But we didn't. Madden is going to Madden, guys. Madden is going to Madden. So the Saints are going to advance to the NFC Championship Game, beating the Giants 20-16. It was a good game. It was a good game, but you can see the number of pressures. The Saints brought the pressure against Jones in this offensive line. Obviously, this is our weakness. If I had to pick one thing about this team that is the weakness of it, it would be the offensive line. And I know that me playing quarterback and, using Barkley, a 95 overall player at this point with the upgrades in this series at least. 90 overall to start when you start your franchise, but he's a 95 at this point. And it's not very difficult to run the ball with Saquon Barkley. He's a really good running back. Daniel Jones, it's a little more difficult to have success throwing the football, but I think with certain routes, with certain plays, I think we can get the ball off quickly, which we have been able to do. But, when you're going to bring pressure against an offensive line that's not rated very highly, yeah, you're probably going to have a lot of success. It's something that a lot of teams have not done against us in gameplay this season. And, unfortunately for us, we didn't get the call. And that's what it sometimes comes down to. It sometimes comes down to 1 or 2 calls that changes the entirety of the game and even the outcome of the game. So, fortunately for New York, got to go back to the drawing board and start over for next season and hopefully get back to the playoffs again. But there's a couple things I'm going to talk to you guys about in the rest of this video. Obviously, you saw up on your screen some coaching changes. Pete Carroll was fired. Brian Flores was fired. Ron Rivera, John Gruden, Kyle Shanahan. So some pretty big names. Mike Zimmer even up on the board as well. So some pretty interesting changes here across the NFL landscape. So we'll see where those guys land if they don't just retire. And a little bit of an upset here, right? Tennessee beats Kansas City. So Tennessee will advance, as you guys saw, against the Buffalo Bills. So maybe, are we going to have a Music City Miracle again? Maybe Frank Wycheck, to Kevin Dyson? That'd be nice. That'd be kind of cool. I'm kind of rooting for Tennessee at that point, but, I'm kind of a Tennessee guy, guys. So we'll see how that goes. We'll see how that goes. Hopefully they can make the Super Bowl, and maybe they can beat Dallas. Maybe New Orleans, actually. I'm kind of rooting for New Orleans. I want a Tennessee-New Orleans Super Bowl, but I'll show you guys the simulation results of that game. But as you guys can see, the NFC against the AFC, the Pro Bowl results, we had a couple representatives here. We had Daniel Jones as the QB1. Very interesting. And, it's reserved for guys that are not in the playoffs anymore, so I think that kind of makes some sense. I think you probably could add some other options there, but Jones is going to be the QB1 for the NFC Pro Bowl. Maybe that'll help his dev trait rating. Hopefully we can get that to star and really turn him into something, have some really big-time seasons. Maybe even bigger years than he had this go-round as well, but some 2021 annual award winners. Got some Rookie of the Year winners. We're looking at the AFC at this point. Best quarterback is Pat Mahomes. Derrick Henry's best running back. Receiver to Demarcus Robinson. That is interesting. So he must have had a huge year with Mahomes in that offense. But we had Myles Garrett, best D lineman. A couple other award winners there across the AFC. Defensive Player of the Year will be Myles Garrett. NFC-wise, Rookie of the Year, offensive, would be Justin Fields, so a little spoiler there. But Offensive Player of the Year goes to Christian McCaffrey. Top 6 is Daniel Jones in that rating. Defensive Player of the Year, we didn't have anybody up on our board. Offensive Rookie of the Year, nobody up there as well, but Devontae Smith came in second place. Zaven Collins, a guy that I was really high on and I was really hoping the Lions would possibly have taken in their draft last season in real life, but fortunately that didn't happen. Oh well, it sucks to be a Lions fan, right? Well, best running back is going to go to McCaffrey. Obviously, being the Offensive Player of the Year, you're probably going to win the award of your position. Best D lineman, going to stick with that NFC East representation with Fletcher Cox. Graham Gano, best kicker. Gotta love that. Even though we did miss some extra points and we missed some field goals in a couple games, but must have been good enough. To where Graham Gano was going to win that award. But take a look at the Super Bowl, guys. We had Dallas and Buffalo. Yep. So the Super Bowl that I wanted, Tennessee and New Orleans, just didn't happen. So, yeah, that really stings, man. We beat the Super Bowl champs, the Dallas Cowboys, 2 times. Both times we faced them last season. And they go off and win the Super Bowl. Went 10-7 on the regular season. They didn't even win their division, and they're gonna go on this miraculous run, this miracle run, and beat the Buffalo Bills. And again, Buffalo is sad. It's like every time they get to the Super Bowl, they lose. Man, are we gonna do that now? Is that what's gonna happen? Is Buffalo gonna make it next year and they lose 3 straight seasons or something that they lose? It's gonna be unfortunate if that happens. Buffalo Bills fans, they can't catch a break, but Josh Allen taking that next step. We'll see what happens next year. But now a 6-time Super Bowl champion, Dallas Cowboys, DeMarcus Lawrence is going to win your Super Bowl MVP. Coach of the Year was Urban Meyer, by the way. Some staff hirings. Kyle Shanahan going to the Dolphins. We had Brian Flores going to the Redskins, or I should say the football team, Washington football team. And then John Gruden, leaving Las Vegas, gets fired there, goes to San Francisco. So interesting there. So I didn't see Ron Rivera's name. I didn't see Pete Carroll's name. Maybe they retired. Possibly. But I've been kind of alluding to you guys in this series, this situation with our salary cap. Our cap space right now is in the negative. And I don't really know how that happened per se, because I didn't cut anybody. I didn't have a situation where I was signing people left and right. Like I do a pretty good job paying attention to the cap space. And we're seemingly in the negative at this point. So this is not good. This is bad. So in order to be able to re-sign guys and bring guys back like Isaac Yiadom to be able to pay for him, guys like Dante Pettis, guys like John Ross, these are guys that I want to bring back. Even Josie Jewell. We can't do it right now because we're in the negative at this point. So, and you guys saw our cap penalty there, right? You saw it was like in a negative, like our penalty was $1 million. That might have something to do with the trading away and the acquisition of Josie Jewell and Billy Turner and those guys, that trade that we did with Green Bay. But the negative cap space, that's going to really limit what we're able to do in free agency. And it's really going to be limiting what we do to try to re-sign people, to bring back guys for depth purposes. So we cut Nate Solder. We cut Kenny Wiggins. So 2 offensive linemen. Yes, it's a weak point for us. It's a really bad weak point for us. Kind of a sticky situation to be cutting offensive linemen when you absolutely need those guys. But we got to find and sort by penalty is like less than our savings. Like penalty has to be close to 0. So we cut Kyle Rudolph. He doesn't have a penalty. We're going to cut Tay Crowder, which hurt me because I like Tay Crowder for us, with no penalty. We cut Chad Slade with no penalty. And now we got room for being able to sign Isaac Yiadom. But now the situation is you can't afford Josie Jewell, the guy that we traded for. So some tough calls had to be made here. We could afford a guy like John Ross. We could afford a guy like Dante Pettis. But again, tough calls need to be made. I love the players that we have here, like Elijah Penny. CJ Board played a good role for us. You've got Jonathan Harrison. We've got an ability to bring these guys back, but again, tough calls had to be made. We've got a lot of depth at wide receiver as it is, and limited cap space. So it's like, why would I bring back a wide receiver that's just going to be a depth guy at that point? We need to prioritize our depth at this point because we don't have a lot of money to spend. We're paying a lot of money to these other guys like Leonard Williams, James Bradbury. We're paying a lot of freaking money for these players, and it's starting to catch up to us. So the remnants of Dave Gettleman's decisions are really hurting Doug Gold, at least his reputation across the New York media. You know, you just made the playoffs and now you're cutting your starters, you're cutting guys left and right, players that are contributors to this team, and you're kind of nickel and diming this roster. But it's like, guys, Dave Gettleman was not good with contracts here. We've got a lot of bad contracts with a lot of guys that are good players, but man, just overpaid some of these players. So Dougie Gold is just trying to maneuver and trying to make this thing work and keep the ship afloat. Because if this thing starts to go downward, in that downward spiral, we're going to have some problems. He might get fired here with New York. So we got to really turn the narrative here. Flip the script, basically, is what we're trying to say. So we ended up getting Josie Jewell back. We got Michael Burton, who is a utility type of fullback. I know Elijah Penny. I kind of liked Penny. But again, just trying to go cheap. Trying to go guys that can kind of do a little bit of everything at this point, really kind of be a flex guy, a utility dude, can do it all. I like Michael Burton, what he's going to be able to do for the run game and the passing game. He's going to help us there. And obviously PJ Walker, bringing him into the fold, being that nice backup to Danny Jones. I like the agility. I like the acceleration. I like what he can do with his legs, just kind of like how I use Daniel Jones in this franchise series. And I think if Jones ever went down, I'd be comfortable with PJ Walker more than I would with Mike Glennon or Clayton Thorson, guys who are already here. So Jameis Winston actually going to sign with the Indianapolis Colts. I feel like that actually happened in a lot of people's franchise modes. But guys, that's going to do it for today's episode. I've given you a little bit of a preview of the draft. In the next episode, we will be doing the draft, and I'm not going to be doing it live stream. I already did the draft, so a little spoiler alert here, but I will give you guys a little bit of an update on your custom prospects, what their combine rating was, where they're looking at as far as being where they're going to go, where they're going to get taken. So I'll do a little bit of a draft preview in the very beginning of the episode, and then after that, it's full on. We're going to do the draft right then and there. So let me know what positions you guys think we need to take, given the salary cap cuts and our positional depth being at an all-time low. We basically need everything at this point just to kind of use that rookie reserve. Yeah, we need everything at this point. So guys, I'll catch you in the next one. As always, thanks for watching, and peace.